There I am. Okay, so it's good to see you, and I'm using StreamYard. So I've only used it a couple of times, but it is supposed to be better. And as we're in the pre-Mercury in retrograde, the shadow period, anything can happen. Hello, Lorraine. It's good to see you there. So I thought StreamYard would be a really good option. And hello, Mark. And today I'm going to be talking about creating your vision board, because I've always created vision boards for quite a few years now. And so we're going to wait for a few people to get there. I hope everyone is well. With Omicron getting around, it is kind of scary. There's a lot of things happening. And up in my part of the world, we've actually got flooding. So I'm happy to be inside. It's really wet outside. Hi, Alison. I think you're in a flooded area. Hi, Letitia. Now, you can hear a sniffing noise. That's my dog. She wants to go out, so just excuse me. And knowing Bella, she's going to want to go in and out all the time. So I've left the door just a little bit ajar. But today we're talking about vision boards, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy all the information. I'm going to get you started with your vision board. Hello, Shane. Alison, how are you going? Are you flooded where you are? Just let me know in the chat box. And I'm just going to get some background music on so that you can't hear my dog snorting or carrying on as she does. And when she wants to go somewhere, she's very good at communicating, this dog. So let's see, what have we got? Got to put something on that is actually royalty free, otherwise it can't be played on Facebook. So hi, Sui. Hi, Katina. It's good to see you all. So vision boards. I'm going to give you another couple of minutes. And if you want to put in the chat box where you're from, I'd love to know where you're all from. That would be really good. Got a bit to cover today, and I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. That would be really good if you have some fun with it. But if you've done your vision board already, put it in the chat box. If you've never done one, put it in the chat box. So let me see. Hello, Helen. And you're isolated, Alison. I thought so, because you're in Maryborough. Yes, all the roads are cut off, which is unfortunate. And apparently the rivers are still rising. So not the best way for things to be. And I hope things don't get too bad for you, Alison. I don't know about the rest of you, but I went to Woolworths today and there is no toilet paper left. There's a lot of shelves empty. And I know there's a supplier thing too, but the toilet paper seems to be a common theme whenever COVID's mentioned. So, that's something to be expected, I imagine. Lorraine, you've never done a vision board. Oh, well, you're in for a treat then. That's going to be good. And what I have done is the notes from today I've made into a PDF, and I put a link at the top of the comments where you can click on that link, and my PA Bree will send you out the PDF once you enter your email, and she will also send you a discount code if you want to do my online course, because that's going to be discounted as well if you want to go further with this. So vision boards, why would you create a vision board? Well, what you're doing is you're creating in your mind your future, how you want your future to be. You're setting yourself up. Tony Chandler, hi, I'm the South Coast. I haven't done a vision board either. Okay, so I'm hoping to help you all. So you want to plan your future. You want to plan what you want to do, because otherwise it's a bit like being out in the ocean and you don't know where you're going, you don't have any goals set, you're just going around in circles. You know where you don't want to go, you don't want to hit the rocks that you can see them, but you're looking at the rocks all the time. So guess what? The rocks becomes your destination, your goal. So the idea is to plan for what you do want and then take steps to make it happen. So my one of my first vision boards, and you can see how old it is. It's got brownish paper and it's stained and it's quite ancient. And when I was living up in Ayr back in 2001, I think this one was made. And because I moved in 2002. And back then, I didn't know I was going to be moving. I wanted to move. But I went to a workshop and they gave us crayons and they gave us a big butcher paper and we actually just drew. And as you can see, my artistic skills weren't that good, but we only had a few minutes to do the whole thing. So I put all my goals on there, and then because I was a bit embarrassed that I'd done it, I hid it in the drawer. And I never said anything about it. And they did say, oh, put it up on your wall, on your mirror, so that you're checking in all the time. And I want to tell you how powerful this is. I actually did an activation on this. I actually asked for it all to happen. And by 2 years later, when I found it in the bottom of another drawer after I'd moved, every single goal on that list had happened. Some of them I never thought would happen. I didn't have control over a lot of them. When we moved, I'd actually drawn that I wanted to move into a 2-story house. I've never lived in a 2-story house. And I wanted hills in the background. I wanted horses in a paddock nearby, and I wanted to be by the beach. Well, when we went to move, there was no houses available to rent. And to actually buy, you could get a 2-door house with no front door for, at that time, which was astronomical, about $280,000. Astronomical for Hervey Bay anyway. And so I had not much choice. And when my husband was searching on the internet and he hadn't seen my goals, he found a house and he said to me, this is the house I want. And I said, oh, we're not going to be able to afford that. And he said, yeah, but I still want this house. Let's just make it happen. And anyway, he arranged to see a real estate agent to show us through this house, which was way over what we had to spend. And we found we had no choice. There wasn't anything else available. And so we bought this house, and it was a 2-story house. It had everything that I'd drawn in my image. I'm going to see if I can find it on there to show you. I'm a bit embarrassed about my drawing skills, but at least you will see what I mean by it. Where is it? It's down in the corner there. I don't think you're going to be able to see it because it's so faint. It's very, very faint drawings, but it is on here, and believe me, it happened. And another thing I did was I drew on that I wanted a trilogy ring, which was 3 diamonds in a row, and that actually happened as well. And all the things I'd drawn on there went bang, 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 and they happened. And I thought, wow, there's something in this. I should be doing these vision boards more often. And once I set up my academy and I started teaching, I was actually once a year, everyone was coming to me and I was helping them to create their vision boards. And their vision boards, became even more elaborate, you could put it, as they went by. And then I found after COVID, I couldn't do that anymore. So I put it online so everyone could still do the vision board course. Jules says she's going to draw a boat for her hubby. Good on you, Jules. Wendy says, nearly forgot about today. Haven't done a vision board either. Okay. Hello, Brenden. Hello, Suzanne. And anyway, so all the visions happened. And so then I decided I would start teaching. And my first vision board we taught, which was back in 2014, and I've got lots of others, but this one I took a bit of time, and I cut out all images from magazines. Took a long time, took more time cutting them out than putting them on there. Of everything I want, with positive affirmations, positive words. I wanted to be confident. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted a year of new beginnings. I don't know if you can see that. And I wanted to travel. I love traveling. And a reading room, which I had, but I wanted it set up in a more elaborate way. I wanted to publish a book. That took a little bit of time, but I did have a book, if you include the cards that I created the following year in 2015. So that was 2014's copy. Then 2015, I actually did a bit of an art course in 2014 because I thought I was going to be able to learn how to draw the images for my cards, and I was just joking, I think, because there was no way I was going to get that good. But anyway, I learned about watercolors, and so I made these bases for everyone on this art paper, and we all wrote down. Some of them still went with cutting out everything, but it was really hard to find the words we wanted. So we all made a decision it would be really good to just write what we want on the paper. And I actually put to improve artistically. So I really was wanting to get better with that. And I wanted to have a happy back and happy feet. I wanted to meditate more. And I wanted to be the best psychic medium always. I wanted to be the best healer. I put all of that on there. And so then from there, I started doing in 2016. I'd loved what I'd found in a magazine here, which I cut out. So I copied it on and I created this on a manila folder. And I actually color coded, according to the chakras, the areas that I wanted to cover as well. Then we got to 2017 and I'm still going with the squares. And then in 2018, I thought it'd be exciting for everyone attending if I got little images from the modern oracle deck of the cards and put them in the appropriate area, because you know there is a business card and there's a study card and a psychic card. And so my students all had fun sticking all those little images over. And then 2019, the same thing. Now, 2020 was when COVID hit us, and I had my board and I had it all up and I was going all over the world. Guess what happened? COVID hit and the board went missing. No one knows where it went. My husband said he never touched it. There was no one else here. I certainly didn't move it, and I had searched. It came off the wall and all that was left was the blue tack. And I thought, isn't that strange? But in the reality, most of the goals I had set needed revision. So I'm going to give you some tips, because you do want to make a clear plan, a clear vision for your year, because that will help you to be more successful. Now, this replay will be on Facebook, so you'll be able to follow it. But one of the things is that your vision boards are about change and taking action to bring about change. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a list of what you want. Do you want freedom? Do you want more money? Do you want more customers? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to get rid of some weight? And write down all the things that you want on a list. And as you write them down, decide whether they mean a lot to you or not, because without the passion to make them happen, you sort of got a wishy-washy goal there. And you have to actually be able to see that you can do these. You know, you have to make the SMART goals. We all know SMART goals, where they're specific, achievable, that they're measurable, realistic, and timely. So if I went in order, it is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So what wouldn't be a SMART goal is if you said, I'm going to fly to the moon this year. We can't even get out of Australia real easy without going to the moon. So obviously that would be a hard one. And unless you had a lot of money or you're willing to do astronaut training and everything else that goes with it, that's not realistic for most of us. So you're looking at your goals in that area. And you can make your boards by cutting out a lot of pictures from magazines. And the interesting thing about that is one of my years I actually did cut out, here it is, I cut out a picture of a car. That was the only picture I could find. And my husband went looking for a car, and this one happens to be a blue BMW. And He didn't know about that. Again, I wasn't really showing off my goals, but I end up with a blue BMW. So it was fairly full on. I couldn't believe it, how full on it was, that it just happened. Of course, there were some goals that didn't happen, but then I didn't really do things towards making them happen. So one of my goals was to publish a book, but I didn't do the work. I mean, I had 10 years worth of stuff that I'd been writing, bits and pieces, but I didn't bring it all together. I didn't push it to make it happen. And so you have to do some of the work to make your goals happen. You know, you can wish to be getting rid of 10 kilos, but if you don't make a change, how can you make a difference? So you have to make a change. You can also draw what you want. You can write what you want. And I want to tell you about writing. By writing down your goals, you take them out of your head, and that's the first step of creating them. By writing them down subconsciously, you're committing to them. And when you set your goals, you have to be able to embrace them. You have to be ready for the change that they'll bring about once you achieve your goals. And when you write out your goals, your brain is committed, but also writing increases your memory retention and understanding, which leads to the connection and commitment to your goals. So that's why I write my goals out. So I've written out a whole heap here, and I've got them ready. It strengthens the learning process and reinforces the information as your brain mentally engages and gives you thought to the information. 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. 42%. So that's pretty good. And you know, you intellectually engage when you actually write something. And I know when I'm studying, if I write it out, I've got more chance of remembering it than if I don't write it out. That's just how I learn. And so I write everything down. I've got books everywhere. And also, when you write, it said that you build 16.6 times more neural pathways. So that's another reason to do them. Then once you have worked out what your goals are and whether you're passionate enough or not, choose which ones you want to focus on. I mean, you could write 100 goals, but you can't focus on 100. So what are the main ones that you want to focus on and that are important enough to you to make them happen? There are a lot of goals like that just happen, like it did for me with my first vision board where I drew everything. They just happened, but they happened over time. If you want them to happen quicker, you've got to give them a push along. And there are some goals that can't just happen. If I don't get there and write that book, it doesn't happen. It can't just magically appear written. As much as I want to believe it could, it wouldn't. So once you commit to these goals, you have to work out how you're going to achieve them. So for my book idea, I actually have to say I'm going to sit down and write every day. So I have to create a new habit to make that happen. And I also have to, by making that habit, my brain knows to flow and create at that time of the day. And the early morning is proven to be the best time to do it. If I wanted to lose another 5 kilos, I would have to make the habit of staying away from chocolate, of not eating crap food, and of doing exercise. If I don't do that, if I don't make a change, then there is no change. I'll only get what I've been getting. So you create these new habits once you think about what you want to do and what you can do, and it becomes easier. So you set up those good habits. Making big changes will be overwhelming. So you don't want to just change everything all at once and in a huge way, because it can be upsetting to those around you as well. Tiny habits lead to progress. And the thing about tiny habits is they all add up into one big habit. I call it chunking it. So there's my project, break it down and just do it bit by bit, and then all of a sudden it's done. You need to focus. So make your vision board the focus, and then you will notice the opportunities. Your brain goes, oh, this is one of my goals, and there's the opportunity. I can take it. But if you're not aware of what you want, you're not going to see the opportunities. And Christy says, stepping out of your comfort zone. Exactly. You have to step out of your comfort zone. Jules says, clear intentions. Exactly. Hello, Marianne. So looking at what you want and focusing on it can make it happen quicker. And it's about lifestyle improvements. No one's going to set a goal to be worse off. Otherwise, they need to visit a certain place to get some help. You need to be adaptable with your goals. So when COVID hit, all my travel goals were not going to happen, no matter what. And so I adapted. The missing board I left missing, and I made up some new ones. And I made goals that I knew I could achieve while COVID was happening. But in the background, I call it background noise, I had little goals that I still wanted and was putting there for when, as the years go by, opportunities could come up. Then you need to review your goals every month and make any necessary changes to update those goals. Check if your goals are still relevant. If something's not working, then you need to take a different approach. And when I say relevant, you may change your mind. Something that you wanted, you may decide you don't want now. It may be that you've gotten something else that's a heap better that you're happier with. And so once you've done your review and you do one at the very end of the year and you look at what didn't you achieve, what do you still want to achieve, and of those, you flow them on to the next year's vision board. Because maybe the opportunities weren't there. Maybe you didn't put yourself in the position for those opportunities to happen. For example, I have clients say, when am I going to meet, a partner, the love of my life? And I say, well, do you go out? No. Do you go online? No. Well, how are you going to meet someone if you don't show interest in looking or let people know that you're available? For all my students, I say, if you want to do readings for people, you have to let them know that you're willing to do readings. So that you have to put yourself out there, but flow on to the next year, any goals that you didn't get. So with the vision boards also, I've got some tips here as well. You need to be inspired to bring your vision to life. And so once you've created your vision board, you need to activate it. And I encourage my students to activate their vision boards under the new moon. The new moon, to me, and the way I've been taught, is about bringing new things into your life, what you want. The full moon, think of it as full and overflowing. So you want the overflow to be things you want to get rid of. So the full moon is about releasing, letting go, and the new moon is about manifesting and bringing things into your life. And when you set your intentions and when you want to activate your vision board, you need to look at each goal and visualize yourself on how you would feel and how your life would change and be better if you achieved that goal. What would happen? How could you benefit others around you if you achieved that goal? And by empowering yourself and doing that, you can make that vision board come to life. On your vision board, you can also add symbols, as I said, positive words and affirmations to motivate you and develop a connection to your board. I mean, if it was full of negative words, you wouldn't even want to go near it. And if any of you are familiar with Dr. Emoto, who's since passed on, but he did the experiment where he got 2 bowls of water, he wrote hate on one and love on the other. And the hate one, the crystals, when he froze them, he got a special camera that he put in this freezer, and it could take photos just as the water was freezing. And the ones with the negative words on would not form complete crystals. And the ones with the positive made beautiful crystals, and they were all different. He got water from a polluted river and water from a fresh stream, and he could see the difference. The polluted water would not form a crystal. He wrote words that you shouldn't say to your children. Oh, you're a failure, all those sorts of things. They wouldn't form a crystal. But the word love, the word peace, the word happy, success, all of those form crystals. Guess what? Our body's made up of a lot of water. So you want to be telling your water, your body, all the positive things. Now, you can also turn your visions into positive affirmations. And if you're wanting a new job, you can say, I will get the best job for my highest good. If you're wanting more money, money comes to me with grace and ease. Money comes to me with grace and ease. Making these affirmations. And sometimes your goals won't appear in the form that you're imagining them because there's something better out there for you. And then when you look back, you go, well, I wanted that, but I got this. And that was better for me. You might have wanted a smaller car, but in hindsight, you need the bigger one, and that's what you got. But keeping everything real, doing that reality check and making sure that you're also, when you're doing your ceremony and activating your board, that you always ask that it's for the highest good of yourself and everyone else. So you do a meditation, and that's what you want. You don't want anyone else negatively impacted by your goals. And so they're just some tips that I have about setting your goals. And the other thing you can do is with the Modern Oracle deck, I just need to tell you, I've gotten into bullet journaling, and I'm loving bullet journaling. And I'm also going to set my goals in the back of my bullet journal. So that's why I've got these written out. The ones that I would normally put on my poster, I'm doing a poster, but I'm also putting them in the back of my bullet journal because then they're with me all the time, even if I'm traveling, even though I can't go very far, but they are there. And so just to give you an idea of my health goals, which you can see there, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, walk each day, continue to go to Zumba. Now, I could say I'm going to go to Zumba, but I want to be healthy enough to go. I need to get my weight to a certain level because of my connective tissue disorder. I want to be happy and healthy and slim and fit. I want to feel and look younger. I want to cut sugar. Can you see that? I'm committing to cutting sugar once again. I want freedom and balance, and I'm going to eat smaller portions. They're all my goals there. And my travel ones, they're not worldwide anymore, but it's not stopping me from wanting to go to Tasmania and New Zealand and Hamilton Island, and I want safe, successful travel. And to the states that allow me to go in safely so that I can do my work and continue to go to expos. So now that I've given you all the details about vision boards, I actually use the Modern Oracle deck to help with the vision board. And I wanted to show you a little exercise I do with that. And I've got it written down here so that I can, here it is. So I get the Modern Oracle deck, and it doesn't matter which one. Did you hear that rattle? That's because I keep crystals, little heart-shaped crystals, in the bottom of my box. Let me see if I can turn the light on so you can see better there. See those crystals? And they just all fell out. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. And I'll get this light out of my eyes. So little crystals just look like that. See, that's a heart-shaped rose quartz. And I keep them in with intentions attached to them. So using the Modern Oracle for setting your goals. As you know, within this deck, there are topics. And the 6 areas that you want to look at for your goals are the same 6 areas that are covered in this deck. So the first one being relationships. Well, you have relationships with your family. The second one being health. We actually have a health card, which I will find. Oh, that's another relationship card. We have a health card for those of you that are aware. We have travel cards. We have spiritual cards. And we also have career and investment cards. And health cards there. That would be a health card, doing exercise. So what you can do is, once you choose your goals, you can ask what you need to focus on, what needs your attention the most. And you would use the deck to pull out cards until you get a topic card. But if you got this, well, then you're needing to focus on your partner, be they male or female. If you got this, you need to focus on your communication. If you got this, focus on how you can get freedom. This, focus on clearing any blockages. This one, focus on not being overwhelmed or getting rid of any loss or sadness around you, releasing it. This one, focus on not being controlling, but taking control of other aspects that don't mean you're controlling. This one, recharging your body or going on a holiday. This one, focus on the things that frustrate you and getting rid of them. This one, focus on getting moving or taking flight. This one, focus on opportunities coming your way, but also your intuition. That should be your focus. This one, focus on finishing all the unfinished jobs. This one, focus on meditating or some way of calming yourself to get rid of your worry, stress, and guilt. This one tells you what to do. Focus on your diet. So can you see all of that, of just going through the deck, how I'm making that happen? Now, if you're out there and you want to put in the chat section a question you have about any goals, I'm happy to answer them for you. Or if you're needing help getting started, or if you have a goal and you want to know some help on how you can make steps towards it, just put in the chat box, because I'm here to help you. And if you want me to draw a card with the intention about doing your vision board and what goals you should be focusing on, just write in the comment section, card please, and I will help you there. So I'm not sure how many of you are out there, and you've all been listening, so there's no comments apart from the few that are up there. And thanks, Jules, I'm glad I'm back again. So is there anyone that has questions? Just put them in the chat box. Jules said, I need help going forward with a second book. Okay, so I'm going to tap you in, Julianne. So this is for Jules, and one fell out. And it says you need more commitment. You need to be committed to achieving that goal, and then it's going to happen. Right now, you've got too much on your plate and you haven't formed a commitment. And you can see there's 2 gold rings there. One's your first book, the other one's the second one. So it can happen with commitment. Now, Lorraine said a card, please. This is for Lorraine Watson. What does she need to know to focus on for her goals? Moving forward. You need to focus on moving forward from all the things that are just making you want to tear your hair out, but also getting recognition, going somewhere where you are recognized for everything that you do. So making your goal be that you are putting yourself in an area where you will be recognized and rewarded, but also that's going to require you to move forward and looking for the success around your life, and only focusing on the positive, not the negative. I mean, there could be the worst person sitting beside you. Find something positive, because remember, we're water, don't want the negativity that others bring into our life. We do not have to accept it. We do not have to play. We can't play if they don't play. They can't play if we don't play, I should say. Sian, thank you for putting the link up, Sian. You're gorgeous. Dale, hey, beautiful. Hey, Dale. Shane, where do you start on the board? Okay, so I get a manila folder, and I like to choose colors. And because I'm into colors, it depends. The color I choose depends. Like red's very empowering, and blue is very much about communication and mediumship, but it's also my favorite color. And yellow's about wisdom. This year I'm doing green. I love green because I want balance, and it's all about the heart. So I'm looking at green. And how you would start is, with a lot of mine, I put a center affirmation there, and I put it around a heart. So mine is success. My life is perfect. I can do it. And then I put the year, and then I'll put affirmations in different places. You can do it randomly by drawing all over, writing everything all over. You can go and cut everything out and glue it. And also I have in my vision board course, which is normally $59, and you can get for $50 with the code once you click on the link, and you'll get that $9 off, and it tells you every step by step to go through it. So I hope that helps, Shane. So I would start by writing out all your list of goals, then going through and seeing which ones are your priorities, and then which ones you're emotionally attached to, which ones you'd like to make happen. And then I would either find the images or write them out. You can write them out on little slips of coloured paper. You can write them all over the board if you like. So now I have Alison. I would like a card, please. What should I be focusing on? Alison Dunlop, what should you be focusing on? You need to focus on your work right now, your career. So making some goals for your business, your work. That's your focus. Amit, card, please. This is for Amit. Card. You need to focus on making peace and just letting go of the past. Forgiving the idiots that you've encountered, making peace with some of your decisions, and just disregarding anyone that is a Fruit Loop and shouldn't be in your life. There's always going to be people that will push your buttons, disregarding that. But it's, for you now, it is about making peace with where you're at now and with the goals that you're going to put on your vision board. Now, I'm sure I did Alison. Tony, you want a card, please? Tony Chandler. Jules says thank you. Thanks, Jules. And Tony, your focus needs to be your children, your family, and having fun. You need more fun and doing things with your children. So it's about your family that you need to focus on. Now, Tammy, I just did, I think. If I think I've done you and I haven't, because I'm not writing these down, just come back on and ask for a card, okay? Lorraine says, thanks, and putting myself first as well, I guess. Exactly. Jules says, relationships are a key focus this year too. Yes. Brenden, I've done your online vision board course 2 years in a row now. It definitely works. Thank you, Brenden. And I remember you coming to the class when it was a class. We had so much fun. I really appreciate that testimony, Brenden. Thank you so much. I will pull a card for you, Brenden. And you've probably done your vision board, but it'll give you what's Brenden's focus. Commitment to your relationships, but also commitment to you, putting yourself first instead of everyone else all the time, and finding that partner that you want. That's yours. Now, Christy, goals, cards, please, on buying another house, please. Okay, so your goal is your house. What do you need to focus on? This is for Christy. Her goal is her house. What does she need to focus on to get that goal? Okay, yours is about making peace, about why you're not there yet, but also making peace with yourself so that you can get a clearer mind, be thinking positive about getting this goal, and setting up a plan where you're putting so much away a week that you're actually looking for everything and not dwelling on the past so much. I noticed I set an intention this year that I was going to be lucky. I did an attunement with this crystal because I felt like it was a lucky crystal, and that everything was just going to be so much easier instead of my head getting in the way and the procrastination, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Unfortunately, I passed that on to my son. And so it's never good enough. So I just keep doing more and more and more. And so I made that intention, and it's worked. I'm just finding things are flowing so much easier and I'm getting more organized, especially since I started bullet journaling. And I'm actually thinking of doing a bullet journal Facebook Live with anyone that's interested too, if there is people interested. Okay, Sandy Galloway, what should I be focusing on this year, please? Okay, Sandy, let's see what you should be focusing on this year. Working with your angels and your confidence, knowing that you are blessed. Okay, but working with your angels is a really big one, and your spirituality. Jules says, Alison, I've seen your presence on Instagram flourish. Totally. I was seeing some of your posts and they're amazing. I was thinking, I wonder how I can get her to do them for me. Now, Deb Wallace, would love a card, please. Vision board is on my list. Definitely. Deb, here we go. Let's get a card. You need to focus on confronting your fears and not doubting yourself. Need to take control of all the goals that you want to make them happen. And you need to know that you can just charge forward with them all. That would be good. Now, Sian Compton, beautiful girl. Let's get one. What's your focus for? Stop stressing. Your focus needs to be on getting yourself organized so that you're not worrying and stressing and feeling guilty about every little thing. That would be. So I would be looking at your health as well, meditating when you can, but finding another way to get there, and also confronting any fears that you have that cause this worry and stress. Tony says thanks. Amit says thanks. Alison says thanks. Tammy, bed. I didn't do you. I thought that. That's why I said put it down again. Tammy, bed. What should Tammy be focusing on with her goals and visions this year? Creating a business and looking out for opportunities to grow. But I do feel that you will have a business in the future if you haven't got one already, and this is where your focus should be, a priority this year. Let me get a drink. I hope that helps, Tammy. Charlene Savage, card please. Where should Charlene's focus be? Romance, whether you got one or want one, focusing on romance, improving your love life. That's where your focus should be. Not saying it's not good. Everything can do with improvement for everyone. Jules, I love the vision board course and also brings clarity and focus. Thank you so much, Jules. Sam Compton, this is for Sam, a card for what you should focus on. Let's see, Sam. Family. And also finding, people around you that want to support you, that you feel comfortable with, and getting rid of all the deadwood. Anyone that's annoying the hell out of you, this is the year to cut them off. You can do it gently, but it's about focusing on you and your family now. So you don't need anyone else draining you. Just focus on you and your family. Now, Sandy says, thank you. Charlene says, what's bullet journaling? Oh, don't get me started. Oh, I love bullet journaling. Bullet journaling is just amazing. I have found bullet journaling has been life-changing and it has organized me so much. It is a journal, an organizer. It is everything. And I got mine from Officeworks and it cost me under $14. And they come with how to get started and all the tips. And if you go to bullet journaling, you can watch a 4-minute video that explains it all. And then in the front of it, it has your symbols. So what you're doing is rapid logging instead of writing lots of long things. So in my symbols, I've got when I went to the gym, when I went to Pilates, when I walked, so I can see if I'm doing enough notes, schedule events, tasks, priorities. Anyway, I could go on forever, but if you go online and watch the YouTube on bullet journaling, you'll find out even more. Now, Deb Wall says, thanks, Katy. You're amazing. I love your cards. Thank you, Deb. That's so lovely. That makes my heart feel really good. Jenny Prentice, hi, how are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jenny. Now, if you want a card, put it down. Otherwise, I don't have permission. Just say you want what you need to focus on. Shane, thanks, Katy. Can I have a card, please, too? Shane Gordon, what should Shane be focusing on? What are our goals? Now, you might notice I'm getting really hot. That's because Spirit's coming close. And sometimes when there are those of you in my audience that the Spirit world wants to get to, they just take over. And so I've got quite a crowd here at the moment. But that's not what we're here for. I am going to do a Facebook Live with readings very soon. So, Shane, taking risks, getting out of your comfort zone. Don't play it so safe. When opportunities come and you're a bit concerned, meditate, see how they feel with your intuition. What does your gut say? And get out of your comfort zone, take some risks, Shane. That's what you need to do this year. So set those goals that you think maybe they're not going to happen because you have become a powerful manifestor and I'm sure you can make them happen. Rebecca Kilpatrick. Hello, Katy. I'd love a card, please, for the new year. Rebecca, what should your focus be this year? Let's see. Working with your angels, becoming more confident, and believing in you. Working with your spirituality, you need to develop it, and your angels want to help you with that. Now, I just want to show you something else. I'm going to pull out the essential oil deck because you can use that one too. So let's see who's next. Wendy, what should I focus on, Katy? Please and thanks. Wendy, let's see. What should you be focusing on? And I'll show you from both decks. So let's see. This is black or pink pepper, and it's got courageous, honest, and authentic. It's about being you because you are honest and courageous and authentic. But when we look at the affirmation, it says, I only attract positive opportunities and I am strong. So looking for all the positive opportunities in your life, the things that can happen for you, and also about what you want rather than everyone else. Now I'll get one from the Wendy Irvine for the Modern Oracle. And it says you need to focus on exercise and being more motivated this year. And I know you are motivated, but motivated for you, getting moving. If you don't use it, you lose it. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but I'm focusing on exercise too. Robin Sargent says, a card, please, Katy. Okay, Robin Sargent, let's see what your focus is. And it is manifesting what you want. You can do that. So making your wishes come true. You definitely have to do a vision board because that's what a vision board does. It's about manifesting your future, all the things that you want. And we'll get one from the essential oil deck for you, Robin. Pettigrain. And it is saying, making clear decisions. Consider all your options this year and choose wisely. Now, the affirmation is, I only do things the easy way and always make the right choices. So focus on doing things the easy way. Don't make things harder for yourself. Sian says, thanks, Katy. My mum, Sam, commented, and I think you read that was me and said, no, Sian, I did one for you, and then I saw Sam and I did hers. So you might want to watch the replay. Now, who have we got? Charlene, oh no, romance. I work hard at being single. That's why it came up. Sometimes we need some fun in our life. Not the drama, but the fun. Tammy there. Thank you, Katy. I do have a business, and you are so right. I need to focus on it more. You definitely do, and I can see it doubling if you totally focus on it. Jenny Prentice, you want a card. Yes, ease. What's for the new year for you? Jenny Prentice, the new year. What's her focus? Your focus is on your diet, eating greens and eating the rainbow, but also creating good luck, knowing that if you set your vision board, it's going to happen. And Jenny Prentice, Jasmine. And it's about intimacy, passion into your life, and positive experiences. And you need to surround yourself with positive people and get rid of all the dead wood, as I put it. Anyone negative that's just draining you, the drainers, the psychic vampires. You need to get rid of those and only be with people who have pure intention. Now, the affirmation says, I surround myself with positive energy and think positive thoughts at all time. So it's about being more positive about everything and get rid of anything negative. Now, Dale says, since I got your cards, I haven't used any other. I love them. Thank you, Dale. That is so good. I'm not sure if I did a card for you. So if I didn't, can you just say so in that? I'd love to pull one. Jules, yes, Mum was here. She wanted to do the readings. Jenny Prentice, reading. Did I do you? Yes, I did. See, when I'm in this energy, I'm not aware. So I'm just in that energy. So I'm not thinking about who I've done and who I haven't. Okay, Jules, your focus. Thought I did you, but mustn't have. You need to focus on developing your intuition and building trust, but also looking out for the golden opportunities that come. And with the essential oil deck to add on to it, and it is saying nurturing your mind, body, and recharging, taking the time to recharge. We got turmeric, and it says you need to find time to recharge your batteries and get away from it all, have a rest, and that would be true too. Now, I've got, thank you, Katie, Robin said. Jenny says, you are so right. Dale, this is for you. What should you be focusing on? What should your goal be? You need to focus on getting rid of the dead leaves, the dead wood, spring cleaning, getting yourself organized, and also helping to organize those around you. I'll get one from the essential oil deck, Dale. Doing exercise. You've got Cypress, energized, adaptable, and flow, becoming more adaptable, but focusing on exercise. Move as much as you can. Your affirmation is get stronger. Enjoy exercise. Tell yourself you enjoy exercise and nurture and strengthen your mind and body. See that? That also works with cypress oil too. Trudy Jones. Hi, Katie. What's on the horizon for me for 2022? Trudy, what should you be focusing on? Being patient with those around you that push your buttons. Just don't rush anymore. Just take your time with everything and find time for you. Find some alone time because you do need it. Just get a little bit more laid back, and let's get one from here, Trudy, on the essential oil deck. And it says, taking control of a lot of situations as well. Confronting your fears this year. So you need to move forward with confidence, the affirmation says, to achieve my goals. You will achieve your goals if you do a vision board. Remember, it's down to $50. You've got it forever. As Brenden said, he does it every year now with my course, and it has everything you need. And we keep adding to them. We've added 2 new PDFs this year. So for those of you who've got the course, you'll get an email saying there's more content, because we're always adding content to all my courses. And so you need to go back in, even if you've done them, repeat them or see more, because you have them for your lifetime. Now, Jules, Suzanne Tyson would love a card, please. This is for Suzanne. What are her goals? What's her focus? Work. Sorting all that out and making some changes. I would also update your resume just so that it's handy for when you want it, but your focus this year is work. And I'll get one from the essential oil deck for you. Your focus on your diet as well. More balanced diet, a nutritional diet, looking for foods that nourish and nurture you. Your affirmation, I only eat foods that nourish and nurture my body to improve my health. So make some goals around your health, your body, your exercising, and how you're going to get there. No, but you didn't wish you hadn't asked. Jules says, thank you, spot on. You both answered my goals. Great. Jenny says, thank you, right, and thank you, God bless. Thank you, God bless you too. Marianne would love a card too. Marianne's goals. I'm glad you're going to start your vision board, Marianne. You need to look at some new beginnings, fresh starts. Anything that hasn't been working, attack it from a different way, a different angle, refocus on it, go back, set a new goal for it, or set goals for those things that you haven't set goals for. But these are all opportunities for them to happen. So I would be doing that, looking to what you want now. And Marianne will get one from this as well. Lang Lang, having fun with your children, focusing on having fun, children, and taking the time to do that. Find what you love and do it. You can't wait to start your vision board. Oh, that's so good. Dale says, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You're welcome. Tracy French. Any tips for my skin? Since I know I have a type of dermatitis that I never had before. Let's see. Tracy's skin. What does she need to know? I would be looking at your diet, Tracy, and I feel that looking at what's missing from your diet, we got the stands your ground, be strong. You're going to have to dig your heels in and actually write down everything that you're eating, because it can be weeks ahead that it affects. So looking at what you've been eating and following it, and then seeing when the breakout happens and when it's at its worst. But I'd also be looking at, I'm not a doctor, but a zinc supplement would be really good. And there's something in your diet that's triggering it. And also make sure that what you're putting on your skin is basic, without any fragrances. Okay, so let's see what the essential oil you could use to help with that, Tracy. And cardamom, and it's saying stress will make it, because it says take a deep breath, release all tension and frustration. Stress will help bring it on as well. So looking to get rid of some stress and look for the happiness, calmness. That would be good too. So you can use the cards for anything. Brenden, thank you so much, Katie, for your encouragement and guidance with the Modern Oracle this year. Oh, you're so welcome, Brenden. And I think you are joining me for Everything Modern Oracle in February. I've had a great group of people, and anyone can join me at any time. And we'll be starting again in February. So I hope more of you will join me. Now, I've got a couple of people and I can't read what they're saying or what it's about. So I'm going to just ignore them. English, please. Sue Foster, hi, can I have a card, please? Thank you for doing this free online. You're very welcome, Sue. Sue, what goals should Sue be looking for? Okay. Sue, focusing on your relationships and being more committed to the things that you want and letting go of the things that you don't want. Make a contract with yourself that this year you are going to focus on you, and that would be good. Sue, the essential oil deck says, Blue Tansy, achievement, creativity and productivity. So focusing on your work and working hard to achieve what you want. So doing that vision board, doing your goals, and your affirmation was, I work hard and receive rewards for my efforts at all times. So it's focusing on your work. Suzanne Tyson says, thank you. Just did a bit of career change and food choices so on point. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I just want to tell you, I've been mentioning the Create Your Vision board, which is on my platform, and you can access it by going to my website as well. And what we have in it is it goes into why you should do a vision board, all about vision boards, but also I've got the list of what's in there. You get a welcome video. You get a list of the vision board materials with some IDs on a PDF. You get a clearing the past meditation so that you can clear all the past and clear your mind and be ready to focus on what you want. PDF to list your goals. Growth and involvement, I talk about that on a video, and there's also a PDF looking at your year in review and where you're going, helping you to make those decisions about what you want to put on your vision board, putting your vision board together, some examples and layouts of vision boards, a collage vision board example, and vision board goals, vision board themes, so inspiring statements, affirmations for your vision board that you can use, but also helping you to create those topics that you want to put on there. There's a questionnaire that helps you dig in deep to see what you really want, what your subconscious brings through as well. I've got the new moon manifesting ceremony there. It's on a PDF and a video where I explain how to do it. And this is to attune and activate your vision boards. That's a very big part of it. And examples of different vision boards. There's 8 videos, and there's even more than 16 PDFs and videos because I just keep adding. And there's an audio as well. So there's a lot in there for $50. If you just click on that link at the top, you'll be able to get Bree to send you the discount code and the link to go to it. Now, Tracy French says, diet diary. Yes, please. Zinc, I was feeling that too, definitely. But I just feel that there's something that you're intolerant or allergic to. So the diet diary is going to be the start, but also watch what you're coming in contact with in those areas. Big Mick. Hi, Katy, would love a card, please. Okay, Big Mick, we are actually looking at what goals you should focus on this year, and I'm just going to pull one out for you. Manifesting. Think about what you want, being positive. You can manifest, and to manifest, you do a vision board. That helps. As I was showing you, different vision boards, you can make them up in different ways. This one's a Modern Oracle one. You'll see all the little Modern Oracle cards that I had printed up that all my students were using to put on their vision boards. So where they wanted success in an area, they'd put it. And all these here were broken down into areas. So career, health, relationships, investments, spirituality, travel, all of those goals. So you'll see all that in the course as well. Now, Big Mick, I'm also going to get one from the Essential Oil deck to get a little bit more information. These decks work hand in hand. I got fennel, and it's about watching what you eat as well, but focusing on your home and family. They're the first words on there. Focus on your home and family. We asked what to focus on. That's what's there. And making some improvements around the relationships and your home. And your affirmation, I create a loving and nurturing home life for myself and all those concerned. And I'm sure you do, but it's about everything can be made even better. What else can I do? But for you as well. Put yourself first. Tracy French says, thank you so much, Katy. You're welcome. What would the blessings card mean for a goal? Definitely focusing on your spirituality, focusing on channeling, but also focusing on doing a gratitude journal and counting your blessings. It's about looking for all the positive things in your life and manifesting the blessings that you want. In my newsletter, I've got psychic tips, and I've been making psychic videos as well. And in one of the tips, I have put about a gratitude jar, and also about a wishes jar. And if you follow my emails, the details are there, and there's a link for you to click on, a PDF which tells you how to make it all and how to do it. But you have to open the emails to get it. Marianne says, thank you so much, Catherine, Katy-K, for your time giving guidance to others. Can you relate? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Marianne. That's lovely. Sue says, thank you. I'm doing some courses online. You were so encouraging. I missed what you were doing in February. I do this course called Everything Modern Oracle, and it costs $100 unless you got a discount code. And with that, there are, for 4 weeks, every Thursday at 8 p.m., you get to join me and you get one-on-one action. So I teach you about a card. I teach you about doing your readings, how to get better with your readings, how to get confidence, how to move forward. We practice readings on everyone, and it's a relaxed environment. Everyone that's coming along is having fun, and they've been coming each time. We do month lots, and they come back the following month because we do have fun, and it is a nurturing and loving environment. So you only do as much as you want, and then when I see that your potential's there, I might gently push you forward, but you never feel uncomfortable. And so it's a development class using the modern oracle cards so that you can get better at reading for yourself, reading for others, but also I help you with any areas that you might be getting blocked or stuck on. We do a meditation. My gosh, my students always say the meditation's too short, and it'll be 15 minutes and they'll think it's only 5 minutes, but they go in so deep now. And when some of them first started, they weren't getting very far at all, but now they're going in really deep. So for $25 a week, and you know, it's supposed to be an hour, but you get me from 1.5 hours to 2 hours, because when I'm finished teaching, everyone comes online and you get to ask your questions. And one lucky person gets to get a free reading each week as well, because we all answer her question or his question. So it's a good environment to be. You'll never get learning that cheap. And I do cap it so that everyone gets to interact. So for those of you that aren't coming, you really are missing out on something. We even had a free class just before Christmas to celebrate Christmas, and we played psychic games, and they were a lot of fun. So that will be happening every month starting February. As long as I got the numbers, I will do it, because that's how I keep it down to $25 a session. And you can't get nearly 90 minutes to 2 hours with me for $25. It's cheap. Okay. Marianne says, can relate to your cards. Thank you. Ramandeep. Hi, Katie. Raman, if you'd like a card on what you should focus for, just put in the chat section, please, card for my goals. So that'd be good. Libby, you want a card? I'll turn it upside down. This is for Libby Davidson, and she would like to know what her focus for a goal should be. Let's see. Family, being more comfortable and looking to surround yourself with supportive people, not people that you're supporting all the time. Don't let yourself get drained. Make your family your priority this year. That would be really good. And Libby will get one from the Essential Oil deck. And it says, checking out all offers that come your way, focusing on what you want. Don't just take something because it looks good. Check it out further. Setting your goals so that you know what you want as well, and attracting positive opportunities. Now, Bridget, Raman, you'd love a card, definitely. Raman, what should she be focusing on this year? Let's see. Goals. Okay, you should be focusing on your home life and improvements with your home life, and your family. That's your focus this year. Now I'm going to get an essential oil card to complement that. And let's see. Cedarwood, I would use that too. Commitment, connecting, belonging. This is about commitments with your partner and your family, and bringing your family all together, and honoring commitments and connections. So that's cedarwood, and a feeling of belonging. That's what you need to focus on. Big Mix says, thanks, Katie. I can relate to your guidance. Jules says it's amazing. Oh, thank you. She's talking about the Everything Modern Oracle, I'm sure. Best group session ever, she added. Alison says the meditations are brilliant. Thank you, Alison. I channel them, and then we have one that measures growth that we do every second week. And so you can see how much you're growing. Jules says normally over 2 hours, but you can leave earlier if you've got to be somewhere. I just like to give people value. Sue Foster says, that sounds great. Do you have any other courses, any about spirit guides? I get your email, so I check. Just check online, but because you've asked, I can create a spirit guide, I'm writing it down, course. And I possibly will do a Zoom session where you can all come on and we'll do spirit guides if you want that. If there's enough people interested, I will actually put an online course together and we can focus on spirit guides. Where is it? Jill says Kelly Lindbergh. Oh, I see. Kelly's probably on the other side of the world where it's not a good time. So this is for Kelly. What should she focus on for her goals? And she can watch the replay. Health, checkup, healing. She needs to focus on her health. And she is a healer and she does her healing through, Kelly, you do your healing through your art. So continue to do that. But you do need to focus on your health, exercise, diet, all of those things. And I'll get an essential oil card for you, Kelly, to see what your focus is. And it says being more prepared and organized. And going through life with grace and ease. So not letting anything push your buttons, but getting super organized, because that's the Melaleuca tea tree. So putting in some boundaries so that you have enough time for yourself and staying resilient. Okay, let me get a drink. She's asleep. Okay, Jill, so she can watch the replay. Libby, you'll have to watch the replay because I don't remember what I pulled for anyone. I just move on to the next and I'm in that energy. I'm so sorry. It's like when I do readings, I don't remember the readings. I go into the energy, I stay in there, I do the reading, then I come out, and then 15 minutes later, I start the next one. Just enough time to check emails, go to the bathroom, eat if I need to, hang out washing if I need to. But I can't possibly remember everyone's stuff, and it's like that on this too. So sorry. And Amit loves my meditations. Thank you, Amit. That's so good. And Libby says, thank you. That aligns perfectly with where I'm at. Excellent. Dale says, it sounds great. Sue says, thank you. Jules says she's asleep. Not Jules, but Kelly. And thank you. Libby says, will do, thanks. Lorraine wants an essential oil card. Lorraine, essential oil card for guidance. And you know why I'm doing this for Lorraine? She's one of my Everything Modern Oracle students. I would do anything for my Everything Modern Oracle students because we've formed a bond, and that's where we're at. Lorraine, you got the wild card. It's about good fortune, good luck. It matches the good luck card, and it is saying that fortune's shining upon you. So taking that luck and manifesting, doing that vision board and making it happen, because successful times are ahead if you do. You can manifest them. You're coming along so strongly. And your affirmation, I am blessed and I'm now surrounded by good fortune. I'm winning. Believe that you are winning. Believe that you are winning and it can happen. Do what I did. I've created my lucky crystal, which I have. And it's got green in it because my enemy Mercury is going into retrograde, and green crystals are good for Mercury in retrograde. And he torments me because of where he is on my natal chart. I want to say he's dead to me, but I can't get rid of him. So I have problems with all my electronics and delays and all the rest, because that's how it is with that relationship, which is a crappy relationship. Anyway, Lorraine says, aren't you the best? Love you to the moon and back. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Back at you. Well, looks like I've come to the end of my list. Now, this is streaming to both pages, and I'm not sure, but some pages don't get through with the comments, and I haven't worked out which one yet. But what I want you to do is, if your comment wasn't seen, because I went through every single one, go to the other platform. So you'll either be on Catherine Katy-K or you'll be on the Modern Oracle. And then you will get through to me on the comments. And I notice when I finish and I go back through some of the comments, I go, oh, I didn't see that one. And Bree and I worked out that what it is only one lot of comments are coming through, but it's streaming to both pages. So if you're one of those people that missed out, that's what you got to do. Now, the link is up there. Sian put the link up for you, and it's at the beginning of the comments as well. If you want to get the course, the Vision Board course, which is full of all that content and more, and we've added more, just click that link, put your email in so Bree can send you the PDF for the notes from today, which are free. But also the discount for the course. If you're not worried about $9, just go onto my website, click on online courses, and you will find the Vision Board course there, which is called Creating Your Vision Board, New Goals, New Year. New year, new goals. And you can do it any time in the year. And I've actually had a couple of students that come back to me and they said, it's all happened already. What do I do now? And I said, well, make another vision board. There's nothing that says you can't make one mid-year. I mean, they have diaries out there that are called financial year diaries, and they start mid-year. You can do the vision course whenever you want, but I do know that it happens often that people create all their goals and they're going, well, what's my focus now? Make a new focus. You can do that and it'll work out really good for you. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I want to say Happy New Year. Read my emails. You'll find out when there's a discount for the Everything Modern Oracle that starts in February. February, we've got a surprise too. It's Heart Month, and all these little crystals that you saw me holding, with every order, we're going to be sending out a crystal. There's that one. See the little heart ones? Because I'm a Valentine's baby. And so I've already got all the little crystals in, and they fit beautifully in the bottom of your Modern Oracle box. See? They'll fit in there, and that's where I keep mine. And I've set the intention for all those crystals that when they're in your box, they're going to clear your cards and energize them, ready for accuracy and everything else. So that's what the crystals look like. They'll be specially, it's a bit hard, but anyway, they'll be specially put together for you. And I've got a whole lot of different ones, so it'll be a mystery. Whichever one Bree puts in your package is the one you'll get. Still not seeing them. I give up. Anyway, it was lovely having you all join me today, and thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. And I will see you at my next Facebook Online. Come and join me for Everything Modern Oracle. And don't forget, you'll enjoy the Vision Board course. Makes it easy, step by step. See you all again. Bye.